We're gonna talk about foreign aid, charity, and my new Patreon. Welcome back, fellow citizens of Jar, to Deron for Super President. This is the show in which we try to build our own country, take over the entire universe, and fix all the universe's problems. If that's something you think you might like, please hit the subscribe button down below to be counted as a citizen and to join us on our path to glory. We haven't really done anything to fix all of the world's problems, and that's something that I don't know, it's not good enough, in my opinion. We need to start fixing problems, because you can't wait till you're done being in control of everything before you can start helping people. That's silly. You should help people out as you go. You should help people along the way, so that when you're at the end of it, they're there with you, and not trailing behind, wishing that they were there alongside you, but they're not in the end. So to just give an example of foreign aid in the world, the United States of America gave $30.765 billion in 2015. This is just the government, not the citizens. Just the government to other people. Not just helping their own country out because it might help them. It's foreign aid. Which sounds amazing, it's incredible. It's the #1 amount of dollars given by any country on the planet. Except they make way more money than anyone else. So you gotta really put that in perspective. So the US had a yearly budget of $3.8 trillion in 2015, meaning that it's just under 0.1% of their budget went to helping people in other countries. Not great. Sorry, I'm not trying to pick on the States, they're just really easy to Google numbers from the States, and it's harder to find stuff from, like, Liechtenstein. There's a statistic used to sort of show how generous different countries are, and so I went, alright, who's the highest? Well, again, because 2015 is apparently the only year that anyone has any numbers from, the highest country, the most generous country in the world, is Sweden. They give 1.41% of their gross national income. That's tiny. That's a stupidly small number. Well, what if I said, Jar will give 2.5% of its gross national income? I realized it didn't actually have any money from Jar. Really? We put ads on this channel, it made like 10 cents last month? And I realized sort of two things. One, I would absolutely love to start the slow and winding process of seeing if I can somehow turn it into a career. And two, I want to help people along the way and be a cool person on top of that. And I made a Patreon. There's a few things you all need to know. One, I have a full-time job. I can live even if this channel doesn't exist, which is good, which is very good. And two, no one should be obligated to give. And on top of that, if you wanted to do a better charity thing, give to charity. But I thought it'd be really fun to do something where, A, it's a publicity stunt, so now we can claim, if we give of the Patreon stuff, like 2.5%, we can basically claim that we're the country with the highest charitable giving of any country in the entire world by percentages. And on top of that, I actually really like doing a thing called Kiva with my mom. Basically, people in third world countries that need help ask for a loan, but the loan has no interest. It's like Tom Nook in Animal Crossing, and you sort of lend them money, and it takes as long as they feel like to pay it back, but if they pay it back, you get to lend somebody else in need that money. And I know that tons of people can think of, wow, if I had a no-interest loan, I'd be able to do so many things, start a business, help my family, etc., etc. And I also want to be able to do this, hopefully, for a living. I'd love to give a part of the sort of proceeds, but I don't want to be the person who's like, yes, I give to charity, I'm amazing and lovely and glorious. It's actually like a fun thing to do. We might, if things go really well and I somehow turn this channel and the things I'm doing into a full-time living one day, maybe we'll be able to give more than 2.5%. And maybe if things go really poorly and nothing works out, and it turns out that saying you'll give a percentage of stuff is a serious legal issue that I'm not aware of, maybe it'll go down to 0%, and we'll just do like charity live streams at some point in time. I don't know. I'm just trying to be a cool person, hopefully, that goes through the world helping out other cool people, and also trying to be selfish, take over the entire universe, and hopefully do YouTube for a living. If you want to give to charity, just give to charity. Don't give to my thing. And you don't have to give to me because I don't need the money. It'd be cool if I got enough money that I could take time from my work and then hopefully eventually quit my job to do something like this full time. But I'm okay if I don't get anything. Yeah, I'll link that. It's linked down in the old description box. I try to make it funny. There's some jokes in there, some humor worms. for anybody who wants to go read it and not donate, I'd say, hey, go take a look, because I tried to sprinkle the page with comedy. For this week's World Domination Fund, I'm putting in my friend Reese's debit card chip because he tore it up right in front of me in a restaurant and asked if anyone wanted it. Thanks, Reese. You're strange and amazing. Just like the rest of us. This is your super presidential candidate, Deron, signing off for this week saying, welcome to Jar. Jar takes all kinds, and you're family now. Please join us this week and every week. We go every single Monday and Friday. And now we also have a Patreon, which will hopefully fund crazy, awesome projects like hopefully helping out the world and helping me go full-time one day in the far future and hopefully do weird, crazy projects like going to Comic-Con or something. Also, thank you to my lovely girlfriend, Devin, who made my face better by showing me how to put on makeup that soaks up the oil on my face so I look less oily. And I'll leave you, as always, with our user-created motto for Jar, which is, we are Jar. If you love Jar, you'll love us. I'll see you on Monday.